I'm lucky to have this car. This is a hand-me-down from my late grandmother. 1989 Honda Accord with, it's actually not that bad, 120,000 miles on it. It's kind of a company joke at this point that I drive this car, but you know, things running great right now, so I'm gonna stick with it. I had worked in the industry for 8 years, worked my way up from the floor selling clothes at a retail space. And then I went and worked in wholesale. I was in New York City on a sales trip, and I just saw like how fast things were going by me. And at that second, there was just that second, I just was like, I'm done. I'm missing out. It's time to do my own thing. Then came the tough part, which was how do you actually make clothes? I didn't attend fashion school. I didn't study underneath someone in Paris. When you've never done something before, there's a learning curve. But I had a plan. It's time to go. The way that I was going to be able to really accomplish my dream was the same way that I had learned anything else, by just getting my hands dirty and kind of figuring it out.
Thank you.
I can remember the first time I got a sample back with a tag that said my own name, and I was hooked. No turning back. I was just completely hooked. We're a basics company. T-shirts, jeans, and sweatshirts.
These are the products that you wear 90% of your time. Making those things well was kind of our big idea in fashion.
16-ounce French terry, custom knit here in the United States. We put 2 zippers on the side. They go 9 inches up. They conceal a hidden kangaroo pocket. I personally hate wearing slim jeans with a low back rise, so I just set out to solve my own problem. The back rise is slightly higher than the front. This is what we call the Escobar sweatpants. We were really one of the first brands to introduce a skin-tight sweatpant at the ankles. Recently, we started to explore with mesh. We call this the Rebel Mesh sweatshirt, and we're lining it with super soft cotton. It's been highly sought after so far. We merge traditional craftsmanship and traditional fabrics with a younger aesthetic. We try and engineer everything long and slim, but it's also with great eye for stitch details and fabric. So this is the one that we're using. We're custom making fabrics, and that's such a cool thing. Could you take it to like a 6 on the loop?
John is not the easiest person to work with.
No, we said this as well.
He has this one idea, and we just go over and over and over,
Right.
redo the samples. It's a very tough process, but also it's very fun.
Well, let's just stick with this.
Yeah.
Have you ordered it yet? From the time I was a child, I've always been very detail-oriented. I'm probably a perfectionist. When I was 8 years old, I was drawing cross-trainers, writing leathers, and sending them off to Nike. I think what they said was, we're only working with patent-pending designs, and we really, really appreciate you submitting your design. But Nike responded, and that for me was enough. I've been obsessed with fashion, style, and the culture behind it for as long as I can remember. This has been the only thing that I've really ever cared about. I'll be honest with you, I'm very dyslexic. School was never really like an area where I shined. Aaron, my business partner, was my first tutor from like 6th grade all the way through high school, and really got me through school. And kind of became my best friend.
He always took initiative from a young age to kind of do things that were outside the box. He kind of coached me in how to be cool and what to wear.
And we would discuss how we would one day start this business. And I know that seems kind of crazy, but it's the truth.
Here we are now, 10, 15 years looking back, we've been able to do that.
When we first started out, Aaron and I invested our life savings. It was about 2 years of living off of nothing. It was sometimes skipping meals, other times it was literally eggs and oatmeal.
There were a lot of points where it would have been very easy for us to jump off the ship, and we chose not to.
It was for a bigger vision, and it was a choice, and we believed in what we were creating. Getting the smallest taste of freedom, working on something for yourself that you're deeply passionate about and have been trying to create since you were a child, There's nothing like it.